So in today's class, I will explain to you what is meant by project management and what is meant by waterfall and what is meant by agile project management and what is the difference. And we will see little bit about Scrum, little bit. Okay. Project management is nothing but it is managing the cost, okay, time, schedule, resources, stakeholders, and the quality, risk, all those related management is called project management. Okay, so project management concept dates from early 90s. Okay, so the mostly used project management from the ancient days is waterfall. Waterfall is the old one and very popular one. And but as day goes, like for example, around 2000 20th century and 21st century, the waterfall was not fit because the project nature differs. Okay, the work is not same, it's not monotonous. There are more creative kind of creations, more creations are happening in agile, in software industry. So that particular waterfall is not suitable. So the industry pioneers, they found another way of project management that is called agile. Okay, yeah. I'll just explain you. Okay, this slide. 5 technological revolutions. Actually, technological revolutions is not a learning objective, but I just want to concentrate here. Age of software and digital. Okay, so in 1771, industrial revolution started, and after almost like 18 years, like 70 to 80 years, age of steam and railway started. After that, age of steel and heavy engineering, then followed by oil and mass production, followed by age of software and digital. Currently, we have crossed this one. We have crossed and we are here. Okay. So what you understand by this type of revolution is, as year goes on, the nature of the industrial revolution changes from steam and railways to steel. So whichever is important for that particular time people, okay, what is more important for them, how it is going to be helpful in their day-to-day life. So the industrial revolution keeps on changing. And currently we are into IT revolution, that is software and digital revolution. And do you think that the type of work is same as say railway industry, software industry work is similar to railway industry? In railway industry, you can see the work happening. It is physical. It's like more or like physical work. Whereas in software industry, the work is more like knowledge oriented. Okay, you think, you create, and then you test it, and then you implement it. It is more like knowledge. You require only a laptop or a desktop or a mobile and some internet connectivity and some knowledge about IT background. You can do lots of work. But whereas in railways, you need infrastructure, raw materials, equipments, machineries. So the type of work is different in software industry when compared to earlier industrial revolution. Okay. So now let's come to waterfall. Okay, waterfall is the old project management. Currently also it is used, but it depends on industry. In this railway projects, heavy steel and oil and mass production industry, mostly the project management was done through waterfall method. But when software industry started dominating as a separate industrial revolution, that time the waterfall methodology was not suitable because the project is different, the knowledge level is different, so the project management methodology also should be different. If you are using the same waterfall, we will fail. I will explain you how. Okay, so this is the background. So I cropped from a textbook. Okay, the print quality, I mean the page quality will not be good, but it has a very valid information. Knowledge work projects are different. Okay, as I told, currently we are into information revolution. Okay, this IT revolution is focused on information and collaboration rather than manufacturing. It places value on the ownership of the knowledge. Okay, ownership of the knowledge and the ability to use that knowledge to create, improve goods and services. That's it. So it is totally different from manufacturing. Okay, information revolution relies on knowledge workers. Okay, knowledge workers. With knowledge, they are working and they are earning money and they are, you know, they are excelling in their career with just knowledge alone. They don't need any raw material, they don't need any heavy steel, or they don't need any oil, or they don't need any bricks or cements or iron like in construction. It is, they just use their knowledge. So these are people with subject matter expertise who communicate their knowledge and take part in analysis or development efforts. See, knowledge worker could be a teacher as well, not necessarily an IT guy. Okay, knowledge can be in engineers, teachers, scientists, lawyers, doctors, writers, and many other employees. So it is not only used in IT. Okay, like some of you are from human resource, some of you from accounting. Okay, one of you from healthcare. Okay, and I think two are from healthcare and one from human resources, one from accounting. So these are all knowledge related workers. You don't need any physical raw materials or infrastructure to start your work. You just need a laptop and some, internet and books, whatever you have. From that, you are working, you are delivering value to your clients, and you are being paid for that. So Scrum is a agile framework. Okay, it's agile, it's one of the agile way of project management. Scrum is one of the agile way of project management. So we will do in detail. First, let's see what is the meaning of agile, and we will see agile values and principles today. So whoever is using, investing knowledge for their work, or knowledge workers, for them, for the knowledge worker, the old project management, that is the waterfall, will not be useful. So what else will be useful? Okay, let's see the difference. Like waterfall, what does the name indicate? Can anyone tell me waterfall? So can you see something over here? Waterfall. One stage to next stage, next step, next. Imagine these are all staircase, okay? The water falls here, and from there, after completing here, it falls here. After completing, it falls like that. This is called waterfall. So any project will be having many phases, okay? Requirement collecting phase, designing phase, developing phase, and testing phase, followed by implementation or deployment. So there are so many phases. So the project will run from here to here. So if one stage is not completed, the second stage cannot be started, like kind of a phase gate. So from this, if the discover phase is not completed, the design phase will not start. Okay. If the design phase is not completed, I just want to make a copy. Okay. Over here. So from here to here. So for example, if the requirement collection, okay, it will take approximately 2 months for a construction project. I'm just taking a construction project. You are planning to construct a multi-story apartment. For that, you cannot start the work immediately. You have to collect the requirements. What is the requirements? What is the manpower requirement? What is the utility? What is the raw material? What is the space requirement? What is the design? What is the regulatory requirement? I mean, industry requirement or some government guideline. So all those things you have to collect, and from that point only you can start designing your floor plan, number of houses, number of floors. All those things we will design later, and then you are developing floor by basement, foundation, basement, and then all the floors. So and then you test it. Like for just I'm giving one example. So a typical construction industry or an automobile industry, for example, if you are manufacturing cars, first you have to collect the requirement, then you have to design, then you have to develop the parts like tires, wheels, seats, doors, windows, all those things, engines, and then you test, you give a test drive, okay, in the industry. So if one stage is not completed, you cannot start the next stage. It is more or less like a manufacturing industry, okay. wherein you have very well established process, established procedure. Okay, you know the end result. Okay, for a country like Dubai, they are doing multi-story buildings. Okay, like Burj Khalifa and all. So do you think that without enough experience they started that? No, they have enough experience. They know how much raw material is required. They know how much it would cost. Everything they know before the starting, because construction industry is not a new novel industry. It is there for many years. Okay, so there's nothing new. There is nothing novel or new, or the requirements would be changing. There will be constant requirement. Okay, so in those kinds of project, a waterfall methodology would be useful. For example, when you want to manufacture a car, imagine that you are manufacturing a very old design, I mean existing design. You are not doing a new model. Okay, current model, if you want to manufacture n number of units, it is a routine. Okay, it is like, it is nothing is new. You have the process, you have the procedure, you know what is required, you know how to do that and assemble it. So you do the regular work. In those kind of work, okay, waterfall methodology is useful. Okay, let us see where agile is useful. Waterfall method, agile method. This is waterfall and this is agile. Okay, for example, if you want to uh, invent a new model car, wherein the the passenger with the walking disability, okay, specially challenged um, passengers, if they want to enter into the car, maybe the current car designs does not allow them to do a very easy commuting. Okay, if you want to design a car so that a patient or a passenger in a wheelchair, they can get into the car, that is a novel design, it's a new design. Okay, so you don't have a set process for that, you don't have an established process. Not many companies manufacture like that. So it's it's in a way it's a very new thing, novel, and new designing is required, and a creation, it's a new creation, right? So in those kinds of tasks, agile methodology is useful. I'm comparing with the current model manufacturer and a new model manufacturer in the automobile industry. Both are automobile, but waterfall will suit the current existing model manufacturing, is just multiplying the numbers. Whereas if you want to make a new design of the seating arrangement or the door arrangement, how you're going to enter, okay, the patient coming in a wheelchair should be very much comfortable to enter the car without much physical exertion. So that kind of designing you have to create. So that is require agile methodology. In waterfall methodology, it will fail, the project will fail. Whereas in agile methodology, it will pass. Okay. So what is the special? What is the difference between agile and waterfall? Waterfall works by stages. Okay. Stage gate, 1, 2, 3. If first stage is not completed, next stage will not start. That is waterfall characteristic. In agile, you break down the task, you break down the big task into small chunks. And every month you deliver, every 2 weeks you deliver. Okay. For example, in every 2 week, let us talk in terms of 4 week projects hereafter. The whole class, I will talk about 4 week. So every 4 week or 1 month is called sprint. Sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3. In every sprint, you discover, you design, you develop and test it. So imagine a waterfall project, okay, construction company. You require 2 years to complete an apartment, a building. 2 years you require. Whereas in agile methodology, within 1 month, you will complete one small chunk of task that will cover the requirement gathering, designing, developing, and testing. Discovering, designing, developing, and testing, which is going around 2 years of time. Okay, 2 months, 2 months. Okay, here I have given 8 months. Okay, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. Okay, 8 months project. It can be used in routine car manufacturing. If you want to manufacture a car with a new design, you cannot keep on collecting the requirement for 2 months and designing for 2 months. Okay, at the end, the customer may not be happy with your design, so you will fail. So in those cases, you need to break down the task, bigger one, into small chunks, and you need to execute in sprints. So every month, okay, first month, second month, third month, you are collecting the requirements. See, this requirement you're collecting here, and then you are making a small design, a little design, little development, and a small bit of testing. So entire chunk you are doing, but please note it, you are not removing any step. You are doing all the 4 steps in 1 month. Again, second month, again, third month. So first month, you will deliver some portion value to the customer. Second month, you will give another value. Third month, you'll give another. For example, imagine basically the design in the car for the wheelchair. See, I will give you common examples. Sometimes I will give IT related example, but initially, since you are from non-IT background, initially to grasp the concept, I will give a very common example, very simple one, which you can easily understand. Then we can start building the examples on software. Okay. So, and also please note that Scrum is not only for IT industry. It is used in healthcare. It is used in human resource. It is used in pharmaceuticals. Okay. So many industries have started adopting Scrum and Agile methodology. Okay. So, for example, in this sprint, the developer will give a door, a design door. Okay. In this sprint, they will give seat arrangement. In this sprint, they will give the luggage. I mean, where you keep all your luggage in your car. So in 3 sprints, they deliver 3 values. Okay. Every sprint, they will show it to the customer. Okay. How is the seating arrangement? Customer is happy, good. They will go to the next one. If the customer is not happy, they will rework again. So that is it. Instead of giving a door, seat, and the luggage area, storage area after 2 years, you are giving, for example, 3 months. Let us keep 3 months, okay? Same designing of the car, same project here and there. In waterfall method, after 3 months, you will give a new door design, new seating design, and new storage area design to the customer. Customer may not be happy, so he will reject your project. You wasted 3 months. Instead, if you start delivering in small chunks, customer will give, for example, if you made a new door arrangement for the wheelchair patient, the customer, a wheelchair patient or the family member, they will see, yeah, this door is good. Maybe you need to make it a little bit more, or you need to make a little bit small. So all those feedback he will give you. Accordingly, you will improve it. You will iterate. Okay. And next sprint, you will give about the seating, how comfortable the seats are. So every sprint, you are giving small value to the customer. So you will start adding value from the initial state of the project, in contrast to waterfall, where you will give value after the end of the project. Here, after every month, you will give value. It is very early and incremental delivery of the value. That is called Agile methodology. Okay. Did you understand? Now,
Yes.
let us go into an actual example of, see, this one I gave a very a reference example of how waterfall and agile. Now, I want you to see this one. The top one is called waterfall. Okay, waterfall. The bottom one is agile methodology. Agile iteration 1, 2, n and n plus 1. See, iteration or nothing is, we saw one word called sprint. Sprint or iterations, both are having more or less same meaning. Sprint is used in Scrum framework. Iterations are used somewhere else. So, so sprint or iteration, same meaning. So in each iteration, the customer is getting one value. Okay. Here, the customer wanted a swing. Okay. A swing on a tree, under the tree, to, in the summer vacation, they want to go to the farmhouse and they want to enjoy their vacation by swinging, by using the swing, the children. So they wanted a very simple swing, rope and then one seat with some cushion for soft. Okay. So this is what the customer requirement. What will happen in waterfall and what had happened in agile? For example, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let us consider 4 months. Okay. 4 months for this project. So 4 months, the team, okay, took 4 months to deliver something like this, because there is no proper communication between the customer and the the developers. Developers are nothing but who are actually working. Okay, there is no proper communication, and also the developer, for the developer it is a new project. He has never done something like this. He has never done a swing like this. It is a new project, new designing. Okay, even for the customer also it is a new project. Customer want to have some swing under the tree. Customer does not know what is a design. Okay, how many people can say, no idea. Sometimes to our surprise, customer also does not know what kind of product they want. They will not be able to tell you. If you interact more with your customers, you will come to know, okay, customer also will come to know, yeah, I require this kind of service or goods or a product from you. So it requires more interaction between the customers and the developers. Developers are nothing but in human resource, whoever are working in human resources team or the developers. Okay, in healthcare team, whoever are working in healthcare team or the developers, who actually does the work or the developers, not the managers. Okay, managers are different. Who actually does the work? Technical people. So in the here the technical people as the carpenter. Carpenter makes this. Okay, so carpenter also does not have any idea. Customer also does not have any idea. Customer just says their wish. I want some swing. Okay, then customer, the carpenter who has no idea about this product, he used waterfall methodology. What he did, he cut the tree, he cut the trunk of the tree, and he attached some support here, auxiliary support here and there, and then he made a swing. But this is not required. No need to cut the tree, right? He could have made a different decision, but it is not the mistake of the carpenter or the customer. The carpenter does not communicate with the client often. After 1 month, say in between 1 month later, he could have shown to the customer. Customer would have rejected this model. Maybe by the time he would have cut the tree, customer would have scolded him. Why did you cut the tree in my garden? I want just to swing. Why did you cut the tree? Then immediately the carpenter would have stopped and he would have moved to another tree and make another product. He will not have made this kind of mistakes. Okay. So that is a disadvantage with the waterfall methodology when you do a first time work or very complex work. Okay. So in contrast, if we do this agile methodology, okay, agile sprint 1, sprint 2, sprint 3, sprint 4, sprint 5. So 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, 4 month, and fifth month. After the first month, carpenter thinks, okay, I just need they want to sit here and they want to swing. So he made one rope and he made one knot. So he expected the child to sit here and swing. Normally in villages, in Indian villages, we have this kind of swing also. Only rope will be there. The child has to sit on here and that swing. But it is not comfortable for the child and it is not safe. So when the carpenter shows this to customer will say, hey, come on, hey carpenter, hey developer, it is good, but it is not safe. And the child will not be comfortable to sit over a rope. Okay, got it. After 1 month, the carpenter will deliver something like this. Okay, I mean a little bit safer, a bigger one, so that the child can sit safely and little bit softer than the rope. Still, the customer is not happy. Still, it is not safe. Still it is not comfortable. After 1 more month, the carpenter he will cut some wooden plank, like this, some steps he included, so that but customer wanted only one child to sit, but he made 3 plates, which is not required, which is extra. So when he showed to customer rejected it. No, I don't want. I want only one seat so that the child can sit and make the swing. Okay. And after 1 month, the customer developed. Okay, carpenter thought, let me develop a very good with sofa, very soft and cushion and comfortable, and the rope over here. He showed to customer. Customer said everything is fine, but the sofa itself is very heavy. This much arrangement is not required. Too much is not required. Then the carpenter went back. He took only one wooden plank from here and put it over here, and he put some soft cushion so that the child can sit on top of it, and he can hold here. He can swing. So safety balance is there. Safety is there. Comfortness is there. So this is the difference between the waterfall and the agile methodology delivery. Okay. Here, every month, the carpenter is making one value. It's a prototype, right? This is a prototype. This is he can sell it. So every time, by learning, by experiences, by communicating with the customer often, so he is delivering. So we discussed a little brief about waterfall and agile. Okay. And I told, like everywhere you can see iterations, right? Now we have used two terminologies. One is I told you that we will break down this big task into small chunk, like sprint, okay, or iterations, What is the meaning of that? And I told you incrementally delivering, like 5%, 10%, 15%, 20%, 100%. Like the incremental, the delivery is happening in Agile. Let me explain you this very beautiful example. This is the photograph of the great Mona Lisa painting. Okay. So let me explain what is iterative and incremental. They say Scrum follows iterative and incremental approach. That is why I'm explaining this concept. So in iterative approach, just a black and white drawing is done. Okay. And the right arm is touching the chin here. And okay, the painter calls the customer, hey customer, is this right? Like that. Customer will say, no, the right arm should not touch the chin. It has to be like this. In the next sprint, the painter, he erases this and he draw like this. And next, in that particular review, the customer is happy with the diagram. Okay, black and white sketch. And after that, the customer asked him to do the coloring. So he did some orange color and then gray color and then some background, and then he draw the eyes, a natural skin look, and then the hair, and then see it is like, it is not having any life, but this picture has some life, and this like greeneries. So every sprint, the painter is improving the quality of the drawing and the painting. This is basically improving. You are having one structure. From that, you are improving. That is called iterative. Whatever we discussed in the swing, that is iterative. Okay. Next thing, incremental. Instead of drawing the entire Mona Lisa with the background, the painter concentrates only on the forehead, okay, with the background, forehead, and the hair, okay. And he showed to the customer. Customer is happy, and then he moved to another chunk like face and neck and some of the clothes in the second increment. Customer is happy. If at all any minor corrections, he will tell, and the painter will correct it. And before going to the entire body, I mean half of the upper portion of the body, and again he will make some chunks like this, okay, the chest, and then the some dresses, some greeneries, all those things. And in the fourth sprint, he will deliver the portion over here, and he will deliver this portion. In the final sprint, he will come up with a beautiful picture of Mona Lisa, exactly the same, right? So, what is the difference between these two approaches? This is improving, this is delivering incrementally. Okay. So, these are all the two approaches. Scrum is following agile methodology, especially Scrum takes this two approach. Okay. Yeah, we discussed about waterfall, what is agile methodology, and some examples. Okay. Now let's go into principles. Okay, let's go into the roots. What is agile? As I told you, agile is nothing but being flexible, being adaptable. Okay. See, agile is not a methodology. Okay, agile is not a methodology itself. It is not a framework or practice. Being agile is a mindset. Okay, being agile, how fast you can adapt yourself as per the customer requirement, how fast you can adapt yourself as per the market requirement. That is called, if you have a growth mindset, okay, if you have a growth mindset, you will learn many things, you will adapt, you will start delivering more values. That is called agile. Okay. And agile has four values. I mean, agile mindset, this starts with the agile mindset. Okay. And it has four values, 12 principles, and many practices. Okay. Scrum is one of the practice. Okay. There are so many other practices. Scrum is one of the practice of managing the product development, which follows 12 principles and four values. Okay. Agile is a mindset defined by four values, guided by 12 principles, and manifested through different practices. Scrum is one among that. We are going to see in detail. So Scrum uses agile mindset. Okay. And there is one more difference also, being agile and doing agile. Can you guess what is the difference between being agile and doing agile? So being agile, okay, it starts with the core, okay, the mindset, okay, guided by 4 values, okay, and then by 12 principles. We follow 12 principles, 4 values. We will see in detail tomorrow's class what are all the 4 values and 12 principles, and then having many set of practices, Scrum, XP, these are all different practices. So being agile is you have to start with your right mindset. First, you have to have agile mindset, and you should follow these values and principles. Then you come to the practice, Scrum Master practice. It is good, but some people, they will not understand what is agile. They will not have a grasp on the grip on the values and the principles. They will straight away follow Scrum. Okay, that is called doing agile, which is not effective way. This is the effective way to implement agile, being agile. Okay, it should start from your thought process. Okay, so doing agile is like, many companies, IT companies, they switch on to agile. They say that we follow Scrum, but they don't have any agile mindset. Okay, agile mindset is a growth mindset. Okay, you slowly improve yourself, you slowly increase the value of the product you're delivering. Okay, you are fast and you're very efficient. That is called that will start from the mindset. Actually, if you don't have the mindset, if you just practice it, you will go wrong. That is what I mean to say. First you have to be agile, and then you start doing agile. Okay.
Thank you for watching. Switch from non-IT to IT today. Explore www.thinkcloudly.com.